So, the grand finale to Black Market 2025 is a freight box, loot box, for 7,500 gold, and it will guarantee to give you a premium tier 8. Now, it's a skin version of a popular premium tier 8, but you're paying about 2,500 gold less than the actual price of these vehicles because of the skin. So some of the skins are kind of questionable, like with the ASTRON REX or the Progetto, the projectile with the abs, the shreddedness of the upper plate, but stuff like the IS-3A is not half bad. The SU-130PM looks more like a fantasy character, like Malfurion from World of Warcraft, along with the Rock, the Stone Sentinel, Bisonte. So not a bad looking skin, but kinda doesn't fit World of Tanks aesthetics. And the White Dragon is okay, but it's a German vehicle, so not exactly a Chinese vehicle. So the same thing happened on the Chinese server, but this is the freight box. Why is the picture so small? What the hell? There we go, better picture. So 7,500 gold. It is a freight box thing, so aesthetics, but you get a guaranteed premium tier 8. So only these 6 of them. So no special BZ-176, no EBR-75. It is like Secret Warehouse, right? You get a random vehicle. There's no bidding. There's no competition. It's also for a profit. You're not paying that much, but the choices are not that crazy. So it's okay, but already cover all the skins. This one looks more like a tea kettle on boiling point of a alchemy thing. So for St. Patrick's Day loot box last year, along with, was it T54D with this thing? But it's okay, but it's kind of weird skin for the Astron. So it is on fire, but the grill is like a kettle thing, boiling. I don't know. The Paragon is an old vehicle for the IS-3A. It's a greenish background with the bird, I guess. It is golden on the rims, but this thing came out in like 2020, I believe. So still a popular vehicle, but the meta has power crept this thing. It's still decent, but in the world of BZ-176, yeah, this thing gets mothballed. So Malfurion, SU-130PM. I must protect the wild. But yeah, fantasy-esque with lots of barks, or I am Groot, if you will. But it's okay, I guess. It's fine. It's not the worst looking. So it's also hiding in a bush, so you don't really see this thing that often, I guess. But it's fine. And we already covered most of the skins. Well, actually, we did. The Progetto with the abs. Also, this vehicle happened with the same scenario with the SFAC-105. This was also for gold, like 10,000 gold starting bid, and people also hiked that up to like 15,000 gold for this vehicle too, I remember, or sometimes 20,000 gold for a copy of a projectile with a helmet and a bunch of abs and shields. So I obviously did not have it because I did not want to spend 20,000 gold for this thing. So same scenario with the recent SFAC-105, but we covered the Stone Sentinel Bisonte on the Chinese server for their Autumn Festival loot box, but it is made of rocks. It has boulders for road wheels. Kind of neat, but doesn't really fit the aesthetics of World of Tanks. It'll probably confuse somebody who has the HUD off, like hide all the UI stuff with the button. But yeah, it's a rock for a Bisonte, so not half bad, but very fantasy-esque, I guess. Also, the muzzle brake is rock. Everything is rock, with roots shooting out of it. So Okay. And we already covered this vehicle on the recent common test. So, Dragon on the 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗃 07RH. It is like with the Chinese styles of the 𝗙𝗶𝗲𝗶𝗴 or the Divine Warrior or Divine Valor BZ75. So pretty much Oriental, Asian, Chinese aesthetics, but I prefer the dragon head on the muzzle brake. It is a dragon claw. Looks also kind of bony too for the claw, so it's like firing the punch at somebody, but yeah, that's kind of bony. So still a very good vehicle, but you're paying less because of the skin. And there's no ShPK-TVP 100. This vehicle also debuted along with the Stone Sentinel Bisonte on the Chinese server. This did not come to the other servers. It's also like the Forest Spirit. So possibly we'll see this thing for this year's St. Patrick's Day thing. That would be hilarious if we predict this vehicle for the loot box in March for St. Patrick's Day. That would be hilarious, but it's also like the Forest Spirit. Practically, it has red eyes. Ugh. Kind of a teeth of a grill thing. Ugh. Okay. So gnarly. Also, they did not put the Bourrasque. Did not put the Skoda T56. These are basically the same copies, except with the skin, similar to D's situation, but did not put these two vehicles for some reason. So your guess is as good as mine. Possibly because these two are better in the meta than the rest. Perhaps. So for now, the gold value is actually still pretty good. You're not losing out that much, right? You're not losing out that much. But the Astron is 9,500 gold. The Progetto, about 10,000. The actually 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃 07RH is actually cheapest out of the bunch, surprisingly. Only 8,000. It's a very good vehicle, but it's only 8,000 gold. The IS3A is the most expensive one, 11,000 gold. The Bisonte, 10,000 gold. And the SU-130PM, 10,000 gold. So yeah, you're still getting a good deal, right? It's a very good meta vehicle. Like above average, about 6.5 in some cases, 7 for the 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃 07RH. But you're paying less because of the skin, so not half bad. But yeah, it's like secret warehouse, but it's okay. So what I think would be a lot better utilizing this kind of mechanics or this freight box is, instead of 7,500 gold, you give us 10,000 gold cost, but it contains a Chieftain Mark 6 or the BZ75 with the skin, T95E6. Nobody picks it in Clan Wars, so why not? If you want to get a lot of strits for it, the 120 or the Eric concept number 1 or the MBTB, but I'm just daydreaming. I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. It's not gonna happen. I mean, this will be super hype, right? 10,000 gold for a Chieftain Mark 6. But you could also have like the option of bonds or free XP, but we'll still get there with assembly shop. So the milking is not done. The milking has just begun for now. So yeah, this will be kind of hype, but yeah, we're past that. We're way past that. They're not going to do that. So before we finish this video, I was poking about on the res folder. So this is your main folder for World of Tanks. Go to your res, go to your packages. These folders got recently updated, like January 22nd. So open the archive. GUI is mostly the videos and other stuff. Lootbox, customizable, Chinese New Year, reward views, has box views, opening box views, bronze, gold, and silver. Tier system, similar to Autumn Festival loot box. So we already covered all the picks, but this thing was added to our game files. So you move up from bronze to silver to gold in different tier. It's a tier loot box. But why is this asset added to our server? There's a common silver. So commonly it's a orangish of a glow, whereas rare silver has a bluish glow. So it becomes blue. Why are all these assets added to our server? It is the same with the Stone Sentinel and the ShPK-TVP 100. So these assets are already added to our server, prepping us for Chinese New Year, which will happen in about 2 or 3 days from now. So possibly loot box, possibly tier system loot box, right? These assets are in North America server and very likely for EU. So it's not just for Chinese server. We already have these assets recently added for some reason. So Chinese New Year is around the corner, but it is the similar loot box to Autumn Festival that we have already covered last year. So yeah, August 18th of 2024. The different tier system from bronze to silver to gold. And you get different drop rates, yada yada, but once you collect all the vehicles, the Stone Sentinel, Bisonte, the ShPK-TVP 100, a BZ-176, a EBR, throw in. So all these vehicles, right? Very reminiscent of our freight box or freight train of a box, but the Object 168G, we did not have that. They don't have the... Did they have the Star Trek tie-in for Clap? I have no idea. Object 701, which is like the K2, but more weak spots. We already covered all these vehicles, but yeah, they have it. So they have the stuff. Are we going to see Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year loot box with the tier system? The assets have been added. The Lada Stridsforden, the 𝗙𝗵𝗹𝗶𝗵𝗵, they have that, right? So also their tier 3 or golden loot box contains a Chieftain Mark 6, a Gothic Warrior 𝗙𝗵𝗹𝗵𝗵𝗵, and the Divine Valor BZ-75 with the Waffentrigger. So yeah, we have the stuff. We have the meats. Oops, that's not the meats. That's the wrong folder. We have the meats. We have ready. All the assets are ready. So perhaps, I don't know. Yeah, I'll eat my face. I'm just shitting out of my ass right now. I have no idea. Just poking around the actual game folders. Well, there you go, folks. So good luck to you for your draws. But all the vehicles are decent from the freight train of a loot box. But yeah, no Chieftain Mark 6. No Divine Valor. I want the T95E6. Nobody picks it for Clan Wars. It's obsolete. Everybody picks the 907 or possibly the VK72. But why not put this vehicle in bond shop too? But I want to see the Eric. Did not happen. So for now, oh well. But it's still okay, I guess. You don't have to pay for it. It's not that great of a discount compared to like 5,000 gold. But hey, I guess. So as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.